Welcome to the NFO review series. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing the SBI Retirement Benefits Fund NFO. First off, this fund basically is a retirement solutions fund, and hence it has a lock-in of 5 years or 65 years, whichever is lower. Now, the fund has 4 different plans. It has a conservative plan, a conservative hybrid plan, an aggressive plan, and an aggressive hybrid plan. And the difference in these plans is the allocation to debt and equity, with conservative plans having a higher allocation to debt and the aggressive plans having a higher allocation to equity. The conservative plan is going to basically have debt, which is going to be liquid, high quality, and medium term in nature. So typically they would have AAA rated bonds or they would have government securities. They're also allowed to have up to 10% in non-AAA rated paper, and the Macaulay duration of the fund is going to be between 4 to 7 years. Where the aggressive portfolio is concerned, on the debt side, it's going to be 100% AAA rated bonds. And again, these would be highly liquid bonds. As far as equities are concerned, the fund is going to be market cap agnostic as well as sector agnostic, and hence go after opportunities in whatever part of the market they find it beneficial. The fund can also take an exposure up to 20% in Gold ETF, up to 10% in REIT, and the fund can also invest into overseas stocks as well. The fund comes with 2 plans. So there is the My Choice plan and there is the Auto Transfer plan. In the My Choice plan, essentially you can choose any of the 4 categories and you're also allowed to switch between these categories. In the Auto Transfer plan, the investment is made as per the age band that you fall under, and you really can't switch between these particular categories. It's really strictly going to be basis the age band that you fall under as per the pre-existing allocations. So should you invest? Well, retirement solution funds are always a good way to plan for retirement because they give you the benefit of the lock-in, and the lock-in really helps you in remaining disciplined in your investment. Typically I find that people tend to invest into various funds for retirement, but somewhere along the way they tend to exit because maybe they have a requirement or the fund has done really well and they feel that they should do some amount of profit bookings. So what happens is that seldom do I see people choosing funds and holding them for like 20-30 years up to retirement. And that, in that sense, a retirement fund is a good way to keep you disciplined and invested into a fund which is solely meant for your financial goal, which is retirement. As far as the performance of retirement-oriented funds is concerned, they do compare really well with the balanced fund category, which is the aggressive hybrid fund category. And sometimes maybe the retirement funds may or may not do better, but I think when you're entering a retirement fund, you're doing it because you find it easier to allocate capital to such funds and then just hold it to retirement. So sometimes even if there are some minute differences in performance, I think you really need to overlook those. It's an equity fund, so it's going to follow equity fund taxation. There are 2 things that you need to keep in mind. First and foremost, that you need to choose the plan and you'll have to stick to the plan. So you cannot shift between the My Choice and the Auto Transfer plan. So choose rightly right at the beginning. Now, within the My Choice plan, you have an option to switch, and also in the Auto Transfer plan, when you reach a specific age, the allocation is going to change. Now, at that point in time, there is going to be a tax that is going to be applicable. Of course, just a reminder, it's going to be equity taxation, which is taxed at 10% if the capital gain is going to be above 1 lakh rupees for a period of 1 year and above. Being a retirement fund, I would like to compare this fund to the NPS. As you're aware, the NPS does have some additional tax benefits, but I have always maintained that the choice of an investment cannot be driven just by the tax deduction benefit available. You need to look at an overall basis, what is the tax efficiency in the fund. So while NPS scores on the tax deduction benefit, Overall, NPS is not so tax efficient because there is that 40% portion that gets invested into an annuity at retirement. And annuity returns are typically between 4 and 5%, and they are taxable at slab. Whereas once you've invested in this fund and if you exit it after 1 year, it's going to be only taxed at the rate of 10% if the capital gain is going to be above 1 lakh rupees. So certainly from a tax efficiency standpoint, the retirement fund works better than NPS. Also from a liquidity standpoint, because post the 5 year lock-in, you can withdraw the fund, although I don't recommend you to do so. Please hold it until retirement. But at retirement, you have an option to remove the entire amount and then plan the corpus the way you want to, unlike NPS, where that 40% needs to be annuitized. Remember, in both the plans, the returns are market linked. In NPS2, pension plan returns are market linked in nature. So, to that extent, that's a similar feature that's there. Of course, NPS scores in terms of costs. It's one of the lowest cost investments that is available in the retirement space. In this fund, the cost is going to be anywhere between 1 to 2%, depending upon the plan that you're going to be choosing for investment. Finally, this fund is market cap agnostic. As we have seen in the NPS portfolios, that most of the portfolios do tend to be more large cap biased. So that's going to be another difference that's there. And of course, this fund can invest in gold, it can invest in overseas stocks as well, which NPS cannot do. My take: for your retirement goal, you may consider investing into this fund. Given the SBI fund management and especially the equity as well as the debt fund management has been good over not some years but many years, I would recommend this fund for the long term, and you can invest some amount into this fund based on the amount that you need to invest for your retirement goal. Make sure you click on the bell icon to subscribe. We do look forward to your feedback. Till then, bye-bye.